Hello, welcome to another video by me. My name is Jay Kilgore. Today's video we're going to talk about skin retouching. We've kind of covered everything else as far as retouching videos and tips and tricks that I usually do to an image. We're going to deal with retouching because I get a fair amount of questions regarding retouching and how to do it, and skin at least, and how to make skin look realistic. Blah blah blah. I had one guy tell me that he takes about 2 hours or so to edit just the skin. Far too long. With that 2 hours, I could have did the picture and had an hour and a half nap, and that includes about 20 minutes of preparation for the nap. So basically, how I do my skin retouch is we're gonna look at a couple of different images. We have an image of Audrey here. One of the first things that I have to say is get your eyes away from there. Is a makeup artist is going to make or break everything about you. If you have a makeup artist that is excellent, it makes retouching skin so much easier. But in this picture is pretty good to go right off the bat, but Control J or Command J is going to duplicate your layer. As you can see here, I've had several things that I've been doing in here, but in here just so everybody can say, oh, you said that. We'll do Control J. It's going to duplicate our layer. So everything that we do on this image, on this layer, will only affect this layer. I use a program called Imagenomic Portraiture. It is invaluable to my photography and any and every image that you see from me. Basically, you go to Filter, Imagenomic Portraiture. You're going to be presented with a display just like this. Pretty cute, cool little GUI. Our graphical user interface, whatever. I click on the little plus sign over here, and I find an area of the face or of the skin, depending on what kind of picture it is, that doesn't have any makeup or doesn't have a lot of makeup. And I'll click, drag down. By clicking and dragging down, I'm going to capture several different colors. So as you can see, it's moving all around. It's expanding the level. Over here, you have the mask display. It's going to tell you all the areas that's going to be affected. So if you click and drag down, I know by looking at this, only basically the yellow in her is going to be touched by this. That's exactly what we want. I click on OK. Portraiture is going to do its thing. And there you have it. I'm not a big filter, or not a filter, but I'm not a big plugin kind of guy. I found most plugins to be increasingly over dramatic and kind of kill the mood of the picture. But Portraiture from Imagenomic is pretty awesome. As you can see, here's the image of Audrey straight out of the camera. Here's the image of Audrey that is with 2 seconds worth of portraiture. Now, in the event that because her skin tone is a really beautiful kind of a yellowish skin tone, her hair's got some highlights in it that kind of match her skin tone. So what you can do is click on the eraser tool, and on that same layer that has the portraiture, you can actually just erase out portraiture. The reason why you can do this is because it's going off of, you're erasing away everything, so it's being erased on this layer, but it's still alive on this layer. So by doing this, you're going to bring back a little bit of the, all of the texture in her hair. You're going to kind of get rid of the portraiture in areas that you don't want, and you can afford to be, especially because it's just hair, you can be a lot reckless with it because it's just her hair. So this is how I do my skin retouching. Portraiture, like I said, is invaluable to me in what I do. And this is it. I mean, you can get a little closer, but this is just a tutorial video, so I won't get all like that. As far as skin retouching goes, I would pretty much present this picture as far as just the skin, just like this, to the model or to the makeup artist or to whomever it was that wanted it. This is what our image looked like before portraiture. This is what it looks like after. Let's zoom in, everybody. Oh, there's no texture. As we can see, there's a crap load of texture. It didn't affect the eyes, but just to make sure we still have it on the eraser tool, we can go over everything and erase it all back. As you can see, I can't see a difference, but of course, just like everything else, you have your opacity level, if you want to change the level of portraiture that's on the image. I like to keep it at about 100%. So for me, pretty much that's how I do my skin retouching. It's pretty simple. One other way that I can show you is, we'll use a picture of Yogi here. Say that you want to add a little bit more texture. Control or Command J. We're going to zoom in on the picture. The makeup was done by Ebony Eyes. This is Yogi the model. So we're going to go Filter, Imagenomic Portraiture. Pull this bad boy up. We're going to do the exact same thing. Click on it, drag down. As you can see, only her skin, no shadow, detail, nothing like that is touched. Click on OK. There's Yogi. So I see skin texture. Everything looks awesome. It's been smoothed out. But I'm going to do Control Shift Alt E. We're going to Control Shift Alt E will merge everything below the topmost layer. Another trick that you can do, if you look at this and you think, you know what, it just doesn't have enough texture on it, I'm going to post it on the forum and they're going to say it looks made up or whatever. I can tell you for a fact, portraiture has been used in all of the 30 plus nationally distributed magazines that I've ever been published in, and none of the art directors have said, oh, there's too much portraiture or anything like that. So take it in stride. But filter, texture, texturizer. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring in a little bit more texture. What I did was I found an image that had a lot of texture in it that I liked, and I just made a little small block of that image. You just crop it to however big you want to make it, and then you make it a PSD, and that's what this is, PSD. Then we just click on the open file here, load it, click on open, and the only trick to using this is to just basically to follow your light pattern. So with this picture, as we can see, the light was at the camera left, kind of coming from up high. So where it says light, it's looking for you to tell it where the light is. If it was coming from right left, it would be going this way, from the top right rather. The texture is going to go this way. Basically what the texture is doing is it's just adding the image beneath it that we added here. It's just adding that image, that texture, back to it. So we're going to go back to top left. We're going to click on OK. And there it is, folks. This has a little bit more texture in it. You can load up that texture 10, 20 more times, however many you want, or you can of course play with the texture. Subtract, minus. That is it. That is Skin by Jay. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Peace.